I think we're recording.
Are we live?
Yeah. No, we're just recording.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
I gotta hold it.
Alright, guys. This is another Cblastvlog. We just did another podcast. That's why Jonah's here. Carmine's not here because we killed him.
You're shaking the table. You're shaking the table.
Alright, gosh. My hands are up.
Shaking the table.
But, our topic for today is... what arcade game have you ever beaten? If you have ever beaten an arcade game. And, Jonah, we'll ask you first, because I think Chris and I share the same experience. What are you doing with the hand in the way? Jonah's very endowed.
I got that. I was playing Conan the other day.
Jonah, have you ever beaten an arcade game? In the arcade?
I've never actually gone to an actual arcade. Like, I've only gone to those, like, little, like, cuts of the area that just has a few arcades, machines, but they're all terrible, like Time Crisis.
Time Crisis was awesome.
Wait, yeah.
But it's terrible to Jonah, because Jonah's scared of
Time
games.
Crisis is a classic.
Jonah doesn't play games.
Fantastic. Well, I talking about the more recent ones? Like, this Time Crisis 4, right?
Yeah. Have you beat that?
No. I played it. I played it. I haven't beat it.
What's a fond memory of a game that you played in the arcade then?
There was a racing game. I have no idea what it was. It was just a racing game.
Was it Cruise USA?
Maybe.
That one's a classic.
But Chris, you and I share the same story. The arcade game that we beat was actually Turtles in Time.
Yeah.
And it was at a roller rink for my birthday or someone else's birthday, maybe.
I don't remember the occasion. I just know we were there in the arcade.
So it was four of us playing, and it was awesome. We're hanging out, and my buddy, I think his mom gave him like a huge thing of quarters.
It's like $12 in quarters.
Yeah, it might even be more. I don't even know. But this kid had like all these quarters, and I feel bad because was he even playing? I think he was playing. I think he was player 4.
He was doing so. Yeah, he was.
He had to have been doing something. But anyway,
he was helping.
He was helping
at some point.
But
he was just getting more quarters.
Oh yeah, but we burnt through I think the whole bag, and I just remember how awesome it was, just like cruising through that game, beating it, and we didn't even care that there was a roller rink behind us. We had no interest in that. They probably sang happy birthday and they gave the kid presents and everything. We were hiding in this room. We couldn't leave. We gathered a whole crowd behind us because we got so far in the game, and we died so many times. This poor kid's given all his. I don't think he played another game. I think he.
No. We just beat Turtles in Time.
And then and I just remember getting up to Shredder. We were so excited. We didn't think we were gonna make it because we were running out of quarters.
Yeah.
And then I think it was down to like the one last person or something like that, and we had no more quarters left. And all like we're waiting. He starts blinking. We're all going insane because if you guys know in the games, when you start attacking the bad guys, they start blinking just before you know they're about to die, especially in a Ninja Turtle game.
Yep.
So then, we finally gave a final kick and got him, and it was like the greatest experience ever. And
the story ends and like the credits roll and like we're all just like
everyone's cheering.
Yeah!
You beat Turtles in Time. And at the time in there where we're playing, it was like one of the best games out. And but I found out that not a lot of people have beaten arcade games. But I mean, it makes sense. I mean, how many quarters will you have on you to put into like most of these games?
It's a pretty big deal. Well, I mean, it was a big deal for us because at that time, like NES was the console at home, and maybe Super Nintendo was out.
Yes, yeah, and that game was ported to that already. But
we were like, "Holy smokes, we just beat an arcade game!" And I think it was the first time. I've never done that before.
No,
that was the first time I ever did.
I've tried to beat Mortal Kombat 1,000 times.
Oh my god!
But you can't. It was too damn hard. You get to Shao Kahn, he pulls out his damn hammer, and you're dead.
Have you beaten an arcade game after that though?
That was no. I've tried. I'm going way back. I'm going to like Virtual Fighter 2 or no Virtual Fighter. Yeah, I think it was like 2 or something like that. Or no, Tekken 2. But
Tekken 2. Yeah, I don't think I beat that on the PlayStation.
I just remember trying to play that and Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 3 and then Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 in the arcades I tried beating, and like they both were hard. I mean, they were fighting games, so it was hard. Like I probably would have done better with a platformer.
Yeah,
but it was.
Give me a controller. I think I would have been alright with an arcade game with a controller. But those buttons, man, I think that was the most challenging thing, was to like use the arcade buttons.
The arcade buttons, yeah, especially the stick. I mean, granted, you had about 1,000 people playing on that So they're like really like nasty and sweaty.
Yeah.
And
you
they're
bring your alcohol rub just to clean that button
But-
from the stank from that other kid that was on it.
But you knew when the new ones came in, like the stick was still stiff. The buttons were pressing like perfectly.
oh, yeah,
They weren't
yeah.
loose and weird. And
There's no play, there's
there's
no
no
play.
play.
Good action.
But yeah, I just remember Turtles in Time being the freaking an awesome game and a game that we beat. But guys, were there any arcade games that you remember playing and trying to beat, or did you actually end up beating a game? Let us know down in the comments. Well, this was a random Cartridge Blast vlog, but we appreciate you watching. Stay awesome. Peace.
Catch you next time.